know there's newborns, and it's just because you know what's the problem, you know how to handle the situation, and you are able to handle the situation. End of story. Right? Where is the problem? Where is the conflict? I looked at her once, and now I'm in love with her. Posters. Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer is. I just want to go straight into it. I have no words to say. The first chapter, I would say, Ultimatum, and we get a little sweet note from Jacob, and it's like there's just so many slashed out sentences. It just conveys his emotions so very well. I really like this Jacob's side of the story. His stories about werewolves and all of the legends that there is there. It's beautiful. We got to know a lot about it in the second book, and this book we get to know something that's called imprinting. Imprinting is a good and a bad thing for me because I like the concept of imprinting. I do not like it is based on looks, because in one of the books, in this book or the next one, is just the fact that Taylor just goes in a random place and stares at girls just in the hope to find someone to just feel that, yeah, this is the one. This now my world is just revolving around her. It's just the concept is nice. It could have been executed a bit more better. Like you could have shown the person instead of looking at them. You feel something because it's magical. You could have shown like a magnetic pull towards that person. Yes, there is, but it's just so much more on the looks. I would have liked it more on the efforts that a person takes for you, because you need to show it's worth it rather than just appearance wise. Like, yeah, I looked at her once and now I'm in love with her. And it's so stupid. It's funny stupid. And at the same time, I feel so sorry for him. And 3 books so far have done no justice towards Jacob, because Bella has been friend-zoning him. He did not share that he's a werewolf to his family, to his father, and he's disgusted with the vampires, and he hates the fact that Bella is surrounding herself with the vampires and becoming one day. And all of this is literally showing up every time that Bella meets him. It's just showing up, and it's beautiful. I really like it, but just wait for it in book 4 when I literally say that there is a point of view of Jacob, which is, it saved me from giving up on this series, because I was able to go through this series because there was a Jacob's point of view. So why didn't Stephanie Meyer do it in all of the books? It's just so beautiful to see a character being portrayed so very well. But overall, I would say that this book, Eclipse, it is not a story for me, because one, the main central problem in this book is the newborn vampires that show up and attack everyone, especially Bella being the target, because Victoria shows up. So the villain from first book, second book, and third book are together. They just show up one after another, and Victoria appears in this one. And how do we know the central problem is newborn? Because Jasper already has the knowledge of it, and Jasper says it all before the actual battle. So they are completely prepared. And so they win the war, and it's over like that, because there were no good stakes. I mean, the fact that Bella was kept on a separate location than the rest of the group, and Victoria shows up in this particular group, this particular section where Bella was there. So kudos to you. You did a great job at saving Bella, but why are you saving the woman that does not save herself, that just doesn't do anything to show that she's worth saving? My dislike to Bella is just not gonna end, but let me just go on to the next topic. So, newborns. The concept of newborns, the whole story behind it, that Jasper is able to know already because he has experience in it. And I would say it just kills the story because you already know what's coming up. So there is no suspense, no mystery, and they are completely equipped to know how to tackle the situation. Like, okay, these are newborns, they will be super intense and strong than any other vampire, and they will completely drive on the urge to kill, so they will not stop to think, and we all just know everything. How to tackle them, it's all there. So what's the point of the story? What happened? Like, how did you say it's a story when there is no obstacles? Like, it was a very smooth sailing story because you know what's the problem, you know how to handle the situation, and you are able to handle the situation. End of story, right? Like, where is the problem? Where is the conflict? Where is the consequence of the decisions that the people made in last book? With, I don't even want to go back there because Edward just decided to take a stupid decision of society. Whatever, just no one is upset. They just think it's fine that a vampire would normally go and kill himself when their human mate is no longer there. Like, look at Rosalie. I mean, Rosalie and Alice's story were so much more interesting as female characters that I just do not like Bella for it. And I would literally trade any of the other female characters' point of view for Bella because no, that woman just does not do justice. And that woman, because I speak of the character itself, I do not speak of the author because the author did a good job at doing the storytelling aspect of the narrative, which is, I mean, sometimes it is told to us, and it's told very explicitly in this book that what's gonna come up, oh, there's newborns, and it's just, apart from that, I would just like to conclude this video that the characters in this book, except for Bella because she just does not. It feels like she is an object. She just doesn't do anything except for being helpless, and everyone just wanting to save her when she is just doing nothing to be worth saving for. Yeah, I would just conclude this book by saying that the poster does not make sense. The meaning of the title were important, but this breaking of tie, I went to that length to study the poster and say that this breaking tie would actually have suited for the second book because they do break up. So there's a bit of breaking of tie in it, and I really feel that the posters could have been so much more better. And Taylor was not provided justice in the entire three book, but in the fourth book, my next video is about that. In that book, we get to see something about him, which is, oh my god, it's just, the fourth book is the best for me. What is your opinion? Like, which is your favorite Twilight book? Let me know.